Welcome to the first episode of the fragrance series that I just made up that I'm calling Cousins, Not Dupes, where I compare fragrances that have the same DNA but are also nowhere near dupes of each other. Basically kind of like a if you like this, you also like this type of series. Does that make sense? Got it. These are scents that I consider to be cousins of Forever Mood, Hard to Get. The main DNA, the thing that links them all together, is anybody who loves citrus gourmands, and it does not get any more citrusy gourmand than Hard to Get. I really think what makes Hard to Get so yummy. Hard to Get is equally as citrus as it is in cakey and vanilla. It is a very vibrant scent. There's citron zest, jasmine, and I already told you about the whipped vanilla. Hard to Get is also another one of those scents that when I start to get a little sweaty, I actually like the fragrance more. It is not a cloying whipped vanilla. I think the citrus balances it out really beautifully. If the name of the perfume is Lyra by Xerjoff, then who the hell is Casa Murati? I'm a little confused. Whatever that means. The first time I tried Lyra by Xerjoff, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna hold you, y'all. I was a little bit like, that's it? I think people were describing this scent too vague, so what I expected and what I smelled were very different. However, big massive however, it is definitely the dry down for me because at first spray, it's like, oh, okay. At first spray, it's a little ozonic. I actually don't smell gourmand notes at all. And I don't smell outright citrus either. It's almost like ozonic notes with a little bit of citrusy, sparkly, almost like if I was smelling a cleaning product. And when she dries down, that caramel absolutely sneaks up on you. It's not as sparkly as Hard to Get. It also has jasmine as a middle note. They're very different. I think they would smell great layered together, but to me, Lyra leans a little bit more caramel on my skin. Bake by Acro is perfectly named. Not only does Bake also have notes of lemon zest and whipped cream, but there's also rum and brown sugar. To me, this smells a little bit more nighttime and holiday coated compared to the other scents, probably because of the brown sugar. The brown sugar is almost adding this burnt edge twist to Acro Bake. And I don't mean it in an off-putting way. There's just something slightly torched about Bake. And lastly, if you can actually find this fragrance anywhere, because I don't even think they make this anymore, Honey Mori by Honey Mori somehow has all of the DNA of what I like about citrusy gourmands, but it's not actually a citrusy gourmand. Imagine if they took out like the doughiness, whipped cream, vanilla, creamy part of most citrusy gourmands, and you just left the effervescence and kept the yumminess. And this has notes of strawberry, blackcurrant, and ironically, there's no citrus in this. Let me know if you own any of these fragrances and if you know of any others that have the same DNA as the ones I talked about today. Bye.